The very target of Callus's revenge, Giacomo, swoops in and kidnaps Shella. His whereabouts are unknown. And welcome back, everybody, to Let's Play Baten Kaitos, Eternal Wings and Lost Ocean. In the last episode, we went through Nunki Valley, and we arrived here at Furcad. And we did a couple of side quests here in Furcad, as well as get in some, get ourselves wrapped up in some family drama with Quasman. Quasman has sent us a side quest to reclaim his family before he dies. And we got a bunch of names already. Just here in Sadal Sud, right here at the beginning of the game, you can get a bunch of the names for the Quasman's family tree quest. Since the last episode, my nameless flower has evolved into a pressed flower, which I think is like an hour. I think after you collect the nameless flower, it'll turn into a pressed flower. One thing I wanted to kind of mention, I didn't really even go over. We look in our menu in here. If you push ZL, it'll bring up a Magnus log, and it tells you what Magnus you obtained, and with a little timer next to it is what Magnus evolved into what. So right there it says the pressed flower was evolved in my playtime at the 2 hour and 53 minute mark. So that's kind of very helpful for a lot of Magnus whenever you're trying to get some. I noticed that some of my my flame swords have turned into short swords, unfortunately. I'm sure if I look at my deck right now, yeah, I don't even have a flame sword anymore in my inventory, and that's sad. See, that's what I'm talking about, how the flame sword really isn't that great of a weapon. It looks nice at the beginning, but after a while it just turns into a regular short sword, which is not very strong at all. Now that we have the pressed flower, we can actually come back here and talk to the lady that we watered the plants for earlier to get the nameless flower. She says, "Do you think I could take care of them? I think flowers are very beautiful, but I only lived for a very short time. It's impossible to keep flowers beautiful forever, isn't it?" Well, I just had the thing. It's called pressing a flower into a book, I guess. There you go. "Are you giving this to me? Thank you. I see making it into a pressed flower preserves its beauty forever. In return to your gift, I'll tell you a popular pickup line that'll win any girl's heart for sure. Looks like we can trap the magnificent essence of a popular pickup line. Do you want it?" Sure, why not? We can trap the magnet essence of words. I don't understand how this concept works. But yeah, we can trap the magnet essence of a popular pickup line. This is the first time we're going to be able to run into this item. I think this is the only time I can actually get it. That's actually kind of strange. There's a side quest that will involve us needing that pretty soon. And the thing is, though, this item evolves very quickly, so we kind of have to get a move on with the story if we want to do anything. Let's keep going up forward here. We got as far as this screen, because this is where Quasman and his family were. But if we keep going further, and after the frame rate dip that is this room here, we can see we're at the Lord's Manor. And if we keep going forward... "What do you want?" "One of the Empire's battleship is at berth of this mansion. Move along, nothing to see." What is an Imperial soldier doing here? They don't even belong here. Well, I didn't expect them to usher us through the front door. What should we do? Stirring things up with a fight wouldn't be too wise, I suppose. Stop! Hehe, Palolo III, Master of Shadows, at your service. Catch me if you can. He poofed. You, come back here. What was that all about? Ah, that little devil. You saw him, didn't you? He's been sneaking into houses all over the city. That boy is up to no good, I tell you. I heard he even snuck in the Lord's mansion the other day. Is there no end to his mischief? If I see him again, I'll be sure to catch him and teach him a lesson. Did he really sneak into the Lord's mansion? How'd he do that? How should I know? There could be a hidden entrance somewhere or something. I'm surprised he didn't get caught by the Imperial soldiers. A hidden entrance. If only I could get my hands on that kid, I'd ask him. Well, let's go find that kid. I know exactly where that kid is. There's a place where we couldn't really explore because there was a kid blocking the entrance. That could be a start. We could kind of get some info that way. Let's talk to him. Hey, mister, you won't find anything interest here. There's no reason for you to be hanging around. Why don't you just go away? Okay, fine. I'll go in this house then. I think we already talked about this. That boy that Palolo is, when he plays tricks on people, he doesn't care who's around to see it. What a smart kid. I can't help being impressed by his wit and skill. Well, unfortunately, he's made a mess of things, as you can see. Look, even the painting is kind of a mess. I'm sure the lady's not too happy about that. His wife is probably not too thrilled about that. But if we exit here, there's Palolo right in the middle of the street. And off he goes, running into that house. That was our chance. Now's our chance to go and find him and corner him and tell him, hey, how did you get in that mansion? I'd like to know the secrets of your stealth. That's funny. I could have sworn he came in here. Oh, there he is. Whoa! What are you doing here, man? You're trespassing on my turf, Palolo III, Master of Shadows. Perfect timing. I've been looking for you. Really? Do you want to be one of my henchmen? Yeah, sure. No, not exactly. I need to get into the Lord's mansion. I heard you snuck in the other day. Could you tell me how you did it? So you want to visit Lord's mansion, huh? I could show you how, but why on earth would you want to get in there? Why, well, you see... And now we have an option that says, to get my vengeance for grandfather and brother, I want to save Shella. Each one gives you a different response, but to improve Callus's, relationship with the Guardian Spirit, let's just say get vengeance. So you want to get vengeance, huh? What does vengeance mean anyway? Basically, I'm chasing a bad guy. Okay, no problem. I'll show you how I did it. Those kinds of stories kind of make me a little misty-eyed. But it's gonna cost you. No offense, but I'm in a hurry, so you have to tell me now. Hold your horses. Business is business. Secrets can only be told in return for loot. That's the bottom line. It brings me loot, I'll tell you the secret. Loot? That's right, a rainbow spider web. I'm collecting them. Bring me one and I'll tell you the secret. Huh, a spider web? You call that loot? Yep, they're really rare, I'm probably the only one who has 4 of them. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, loot, huh? If you insist. Oh man, this is annoying. Anyway, any idea where I can find such a web? That's what I'd like to hear. Okay, let me think. They're pretty rare, but sometimes I find them in the bushes or on a riverbank. Only sometimes, though. Try looking around the river outside the city. You'll find one if you're lucky. If I'm lucky, huh? I guess I have no choice. Let's get this over with. I'll be in my hideout. If you find the web, take it there. I'll tell the boys that you're coming. Well, good luck, man. Well, looks like we have an ultimatum to do. We gotta go back to Nunki Valley. We gotta go back to a place where there's a river. And Nunki Valley has a river. It flowed right through it. We actually kind of gotta go back there anyways, because there's a couple of things that changed since then. We wanna come through the north end. And of course there's Doomers in the way. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of you too. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. These are pictures that you need to take as well since we're doing this. You can take self-portraits. Yeah, you can have the character take a picture of themselves, and that counts towards your inventory. You can also sell these self-portraits, but they don't sell for very much. If you're really lucky, like I'm talking about like maybe a 5% chance of it happening, you can get a rare shot, which will be a rare selfie in a way, and it'll be a lot more money than just regular selfies. Oh wow, a kamikaze attack, it didn't really work out in your favor. Yeah, these guys can blow up, and they do a lot of damage normally for this type of enemy. And, well, I blocked it, and it did like 6 damage. I said, well, your death was in vain, my friend. So here's the picture of Kaitos. This is another Magnus type that we have to kind of get to, along with the regular pictures of enemies. Yeah, so you want to kind of make sure that you get pictures of all your party members too. Okay, since the last time we were here, we can come up here and talk to this and get more pristine water. But that's not the only thing here, I think, if I remember correctly. I can barely see it on my screen. But if I remember correctly, there's a guy in this waterfall too. I think I can talk to him. Yeah, I can. There we go. This guy has a bracelet as well, so this is one of Quasman's family members. I'm standing under this waterfall as part of my training, plus it's part of my Flab Smasher diet plan. I'm training every day for the best way to build up your body. You should give it a try. Let's get the family tree. Indeed, my name is Asakir. What's that? Old man asked you to find his family members. I'm sorry, but I can't assign the family tree for you. I'm not satisfied with my workout yet. Sorry, but can you come back later? Once I feel fully exercised, I'll go wherever you want me to. This guy is kind of annoying because he's sitting here baiting you to come and get another member added to your name of the Quasman side quest. But unfortunately, we won't be able to do that until much later in the game. Oh, okay, cool. This is a spirit attack that just happened. This is a kind of a rare instance happening. But if you are kind of high spirit level with Kaitos, this is Sacred Spring. It's a really good finisher attack. It's a really rare, I wouldn't say it's a like super rare instance, but it does happen quite often. There's one of every type element. So that's a grand total of 6 in total. It also indicates on what kind of card numbers kind of, I think, match up and whatnot to make it happen more often. But that's one of the 6 things, because again, like everything else in this game, if we look in our menu, down here in collection, we're at 70 Magnus already, in like, what, this 5th episode? Yeah. If we come down here, sure enough, that's in our collection too, so we have to at least see every spirit attack in this game, at least once, if we want to collect that. But they're really worth it because they do a lot of damage, as you saw against that, Unuk. I think that's how you say that enemy's name. I'm not very good with the enemy names in this game. But anyways, if we come down here, there is the special enemy in here, if you couldn't see. This only spawns after you start your quest with Palolo III. This is a boss that we have to fight in order to get this web that he wants. I'm going to heal because I'm going to be honest with you, this boss kind of stinks. Especially for one character, only one character party member. Be very careful when you take this boss on because he's kind of a pain in the butt. This is, I can never remember the name of this thing. It's got a weird name. It starts with an N. You'll see it later. One thing I forgot to mention are one of our bamboo shoots evolved into a young bamboo, which is very helpful at this point in the game because it's a good attacking item. So make sure you take a picture of this enemy because this enemy is only here. So you will not be able to take another picture of these guys. So let's go ahead and do that. The thing that makes this hard with this boss fight is this right here. Hardening Wax. He increases his defense, which makes any attack that you do really hard to... It really doesn't do that much damage. You're kind of almost praying that you get, you know, prizes here. Like I got a two card prize here. It only did 11 damage, which isn't very much. I don't remember how much HP this thing has. But yeah, you kind of just want to be able to be careful like that. And he kind of hits you hard too. 27 damage at this point in the game is nothing to scoff at. You only got 200 HP. So just remember to just kind of time your attacks well. Use your finishers if you can. Try to pair up combos with spirit numbers and whatnot. But yeah, this fight is very hard at the beginning of the game because, well, like I said before, it's not like I have Shella here. This is literally just me. And I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, crap, I didn't grab it. I should have done the flame mail there. I'm going to save the flame mail for the next thing. I'm going to use this turn to heal. I'm going to get rid of the frozen shield because that's not really going to help me in this situation. Keep your health up if you can. He's going to keep using hardening wax after a while, and it just increases the damage, and that's always just... Okay, that'll work. A flame sword will help because he's weak to fire. There we go. Okay. Did 27 damage, even with the fire attack. Okay, use this. I did 5 damage because I had flame mail. Alright, that one and that one. And I kind of want to just stop there because 2 6s is a lot. Or 2 6s is a good thing for combos. He's shuffling his deck. Man, his deck wasn't that big. And I have a straight going on right now because I got 2 and 3. That'll increase the damage a little bit. I mean, 2 extra points, but that's okay. 20 damage. And of course he's going to buff again. Hardening Wax. Go ahead, heal, I guess. Later on when you class up, right now we have like infinite time to pick a card to start a combo, but when you class up, you got to be careful because you will be on a time limit in order to pick a card to start going, to keep the battle moving. So you'll have to remember, you have to kind of just bite the bullet and pick something. You won't have all the time in the world to do that. That did a lot of damage, 52 damage, that's 1/4 my HP. Goodness, okay, let's do this. And that one. And that one. There we go. Now I have set up for a straight next turn. Only had a 1, you know? That's okay. Oh, I do have 1. I have 1. That's right. Okay, so I'm set up for a good straight here. Let's do 1, 2, 3. There we go. So now we're gonna do a straight here, and this will do, I hope, a lot of more damage. Did 105. See, this is why you want to do straights, because I added 28%, which is 23 extra damage points there. So it's good right there. And look, he's almost dead already. Of course, he's wasting his turn shuffling. That's always good. I'm gonna take this turn to heal. There we go. 90 damage recovered. 16. Okay, so I can do 2, 3. Sure, we'll take another picture. I don't want to mix a water and fire element. There we go. 14 damage. Usually using using cameras to extend combos sometimes, because It's better to continue a combo of like 6s to get more of those damage points. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. Try not to heal him by accident. Okay, well he's dead, and he also got inflicted with flames. That's something that the flame sword can actually do. It inflicts a status of flames, which causes burning damage every turn. There we go. 130 experience points. We beat this guy. What is it? How do you say this thing's name? Nunki. Oh, I cannot say that name. Lord, give me mercy there. Okay, we're gonna take a picture here, and we also, I didn't get to see the other treasures we got. We got a dual sword and a light flare level 2, which will be really helpful whenever we get Shello back. Thing I forgot to mention, this dual sword. This is known as the sword breaker. The twin sword forked blade is designed to catch another enemy's blades. Such weapons are said to grant supernatural strength in warriors heading into combat. What they don't tell you is this weapon is a combo weapon. You cannot use this weapon unless it's like the second card in a combo. So you have to be very timed using that weapon there. You obtain the valuable item Rainbow Spiderweb. Okay, alright, so we got that. Let's go ahead and add that dual sword. I'm gonna get rid of one of my short swords here. And we're gonna add the dual blade, because that's good because it was a level 8 anyways. Or not level 8, spirit number 8 anyways. I might replace that one with the banana here. Oh, we also have chainmail. I forgot to swap out something. Let's go ahead and change out that. We'll put the chainmail in. Also, the chunk of ice evolves really quickly into mineral water, which you kind of want to get a lot of mineral water early game because mineral water is a good source to cure poison. And poison is kind of a really detrimental status effect that we'll be running into much later in the... I wouldn't say much later in the game. Pretty soon we'll be running into that ailment quite often. So it's good to get stocked up on mineral water if you can. Okay, so now that we got the rainbow spiderweb, let's head back to Furcad. We got another flame mail, good. I can never get, like, this early in the game, and get good armor is really good, so... let's ditch... What can I ditch? I guess I can ditch this, leather jacket. I mean, it's a defense of 10, that's still good, but... This is defense of 20. With fire resistance. I kind of want that, especially with these early enemies being fire elementals. So, anyways, let's head back to Furcad. Sorry about that. Let's go over here to the hideout. Now that we met Palolo III, we can come over here and talk to his henchman here. Hey, you're Palolo's friend, aren't you? I can tell because you look pretty violent and not too bright. That's what Palolo's told me you look like. Man, that's not very nice. If you're his friend, you're allowed to enter. That little, ugh, I wonder what else that punk's saying about me. They're just kids, callous. Who cares? Let's go inside. Then we talk to these kids here. As we snuck into the house to see that you're right on the main street. That was really fun. Our boss really has what it takes. The lady living in there must have freaked. Teehee. Come over here and talk to this lady. Or this little girl. She says, "You want to talk to Palolo instead of me, don't you? You can't find Palolo over there. Or do you want to hear some advice gleaned from my experience?" Well, Matthew, what should we ask about? Choosing a spirit number, defense 3, choosing a character, recommended digital, Magnus change with time, special combos, special combo hints, nothing. I kind of already talked about all this stuff, a lot of this stuff, so I'm kind of just not going to have to listen to it right now. Let's talk to No, I did want to talk to you. I didn't want to talk to you. I want to talk to Palolo. Palolo III. Yep, that's it. Right on. Wow, isn't that the rainbow spider web? I'll take that off your hands. Huh? No way, this is mine, Pililu. All right, kid, I kept my end of the bargain. Are you going to show me in how to get into the mansion? Okay, okay, a promise is a promise. See this well here? There's a secret passage at the bottom that leads to the mansion. It ain't very deep and the water's pretty much gone, so it's no big deal. You might get a little wet once you're inside the mansion, though. I see. How did you find this passage? I'm impressed. Well, you know, being a master of shadows and all, it was nothing. Hey, you said you're in a hurry, right? If you're not ready yet, do you need to do what you need to do? I'll be waiting here. Alright. Alright, so now we have access to get inside the Lord's Manor. But before we do that, I think I want to try something else, because we went and got more pristine water in Nunki Valley. If we come over here, yeah, that lady's kind of upset, as you could probably tell. Let's talk to her. She says, so he showed up at the house, thanks to you. It looks like he didn't do anything rash to it. Look at my house. This picture, drawn by the best artist in town, was ruined. What's this? Someone drew a mustache on it. That's hilarious. It's not at least a bit amusing. I'll never forget that little... What a naughty kid. My husband's been home all day and he didn't even notice. What a good-for-nothing man. I wouldn't really say that. Okay, it says that little brat did a number job on this painting. Only water is gentle enough to clean it up. Such a bother. My husband's so useless. I wonder if someone would be kind enough to fetch me some water. Well, I got water right here. Oh my, you brought me some water. How nice of you. I guess I shouldn't have judged you by your appearance. Leaving so soon? Well, take this with you. And sure enough, she gives us a constellation Magnus Aquarius. So it was worth doing that. So if we look... Also, I noticed that my yogurt has turned into cheese. So we're adding more, you know, Magnus to our collection here. Sooner or later, we're going to get to 1,022 Magnus. But yeah, now we have gotten every single constellation Magnus we can get right now. So I think I'm going to end the episode here before we head into the Lord's Mansion, because that in itself is going to be a whole kind of episode in itself, because there's a lot to do in that area. Before we end the episode, we're going to head back into the flower, because I haven't visited the church since last episode. Let's go and level up our Callus here in a second. I said our Callus. I meant Callus in general. I can level up 2 times. Man, that really didn't level up that much. So now I'm level 5. There we go. Alright. And now, if we come down here and turn in our constellation Magnuses. Hello, have you found any star map fragment? You betcha I have. I think I found like 3. Aquarius, Pyxis. Yeah, okay, just 2. I'm sorry. Sure, go ahead. Let's fill up that constellation Magnus map. We got Aquarius and Pyxis. Okay, that's all we can restore for now. I think we'll get some rewards here. Hopefully some good stuff. Okay, what do we get? Green banana. Aqua Burst level 2 is pretty nice at this point in the game, so that's pretty good. Alright, there we go. We got done that there constellation Magnus. So I think I'm going to kind of go over something I didn't really go over. Leveling up, I forgot to mention, I didn't really even talk about the stats on Callus's screen. HP, obviously, health. Attack is how much damage you'll deal with Magnus in general. Defense is your defense against said things. Agility is how fast... Agility is how often you act, or when your turn comes around. Vitality, I don't know what vitality does off the top of my head. Oh, I've played the game for years, and I still learn something new every day. Vitality affects how much health you get upon level up. Yeah, it's kind of like Earthbound in a way. Yeah, the higher your vitality is, the more HP you will gain on level ups. So that's what that means. I honestly thought for the longest time vitality is how much resistance you had against status ailments, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that's what the stats do in this game. And I learn something new every day. I'm gonna go and probably end this episode here. So on the next episode of Let's Play Baten Kaitos Eternal Wings in the Lost Ocean, if I can get the name of the game right anymore, we're going to be heading into the Lord's Mansion now that we have a way in, thanks to Palolo III. So with that, I will see you guys in the next episode. Take care, everyone.